Welcome to the AgriBusiness Global Report. My name is Sarah Webb. I'm editor of AgriBusiness Global and your host of today's show. In this segment, I speak with Jim DeLisi, chief of Fanwood Chemical, about the struggle over refunds from the IEEPA tariffs and what this means for the industry. Thanks for joining. Can you talk to me also about the struggle over refunds from the IEEPA tariffs as well?
Yes. Um, the Court of International Trade has said, thou shalt refund the money. Uh, Customs has made it quite clear that it is an extraordinarily difficult thing to do because it is estimated that 170 billion with a B dollars in refunds are due. Frankly, I had to write out all the zeros to understand it. It's lots of them.
Yeah.
It's One would think that since all this was done electronically, that they could just push a button and magically the money would appear. It's not that simple, evidently. There are really three classes of issues for the refunds. The first class is imports that have not liquidated, where those should be relatively simple, just to reliquidate those entries without collecting the IEEPA tariffs. And then there's a whole bunch of money, something like 40% of it, which has liquidated. And they're trying to find a way to do that so that you would not have to file a protest on every single entry. And then there's a whole class of entries that were subject to additional duties under the dumping probes. And it appears as if those may have to be done by hand to make sure they separate the correct duties to refund and don't and refund by mistake the dumping duties. All of this is highly complicated, difficult work at a time when Customs and Border Protection is shut down. We can't forget that CBP has been shut down for months. And so it's got to be extraordinarily difficult to have the troops on the ground to get a lot of this work done. I believe to the tips of my toes that money is going to be refunded. More still to be written on this subject, but I truly believe that the refunds will be forthcoming, albeit not as quickly as everybody would like to get them. And then comes the whole issue of what you do with the money when you get it back, which is probably darn near as complicated as getting it back.
Absolutely. Definitely something we'll have to keep an eye on. Well, thank you so much, Jim, for your insights. I really appreciate you joining me today.
Okay. Good to be with you, Sarah.
Thanks for joining for this segment of the AgriBusiness Global Report. I'm your host, Sarah Webb. Until next time.